Hello, everybody. This is day 6 of the Stream of Consciousness. I'm starting to realize I'm running out of ideas here. So what I'm gonna do, for the most part, I think I said this in one of the Stream of Consciousness already. Like I'm starting to realize as I look back at my videos, I'm starting to have repeated thoughts. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna just read. I'm gonna read the word, what the word is. If I already know what it is, get a quick definition of it. I might just give examples, very straight to the point, just using the word and in real time, real world time. So the first, let's get right into it. First word, acclaim, public acknowledgement or admiration for an achievement. When this performer won the Grammys, it was an acclaim for the artist's music. People respect, admire the feats of somebody, which in turn gives that person the acclaim. The Hall of Fame is an acclaim for athletes who've done very well throughout their years and their career. When I'm gone, I will get the acclaim of a good trash can. You will remember me as a great absorber. That will go down in history. That will go down as a precedent. Never written down in the books, but it will always go down as a precedent. Acclaim, this is the verb of it, to declare enthusiastic approval of. See, with me, when I acclaim, I barely acclaim. But when I acclaim, it's because I beat you. When I give enthusiastic approval of you, that's because I already beat you. So now I beat you, I feel dominant, so now I can approve of you. That's how my mind works. Like if you beat me, I'm not acclaiming you. I'm not acclaiming you. If you get me stumped and puzzle me, I'm not acclaiming you. Now, I can't be stumped if you're making creations, if you're making births. That's not stumped. That's hypocritical. So that's the difference. If I'm stumped because of a birth, that's just me having issues. That's not being stumped because that's hypocrisy. I've been born, so how come somebody else can't be born? So that's not being stumped right there. That's just me fighting hypocrisy. But in other things like, damn, I can't score on this thing, man. Like when I'm playing 1v1s, I can't score on somebody. I'm not acclaiming you. Now, if I score on you and I defeat you 21-zip, I'm acclaiming you now. But let's get to another example. Enthusiastic approval of the teacher was acclaiming the student for his readiness and answers. The teacher was acclaiming the student for being an A+ at every quiz and test. The drill sergeant in the military acclaimed one of their soldiers for his ability to do every task at a high level, at a high acceptable level. Acclamation, this is the noun. Enthusiastic and usually public expression of approval. The news gave Mike Tyson acclamation when he knocked out his match. I even gave acclamation at one point to LeBron James and the rest of the NBA players. I gave acclamation in the public expression of approval, meaning they're very good. Call them to the point I call them guys. But you notice with me is always a catch. I don't just call somebody. I say I couldn't be on the court with them guys. Meaning I couldn't be there with I'm hinting that I could also possibly be a guy that's also. So it was a catch there. I couldn't be on the court with them guys. And then you see I put videos out of virtual world still relating to basketball. So that's the reason why it made sense why I said that. I don't just fully acclaim anything. I always got to catch to it. If I do actually literally acclaim something with expression of approval, that's just me, man. But yeah, acclamation. When an audience claps for somebody, for a public speaker, for an actor during a play, an actress during the play, you can say that's an acclamation for the performance. Usually, you get acclamations for a performance or public speaking. Um, when I put my finger into a number three like this, I kiss up to the sky. That's an acclamation for how good the food was. Kiss up to the sky. That's how good the food was. I give a good acclamation to the food, to the preparation from the chef of the sustenance. Acclimate, to change something so as to make it suitable for a new use or situation. Adapt. Yes, I always have to acclimate. I always have to adapt. When there's something new, I have to acclimate myself to that new thing. Everything got to have continuity. You have to continue, push through. I have to acclimate to everything. Yeah. Like it's snowing outside. Now I have to acclimate to the weather by wearing more layers of clothing when I step outside. Um, I'm acclimating to my existence. I'm acclimating to the flaws that I have. Um, I'm a person with a lack. I'm not absent-minded, um, but I'm somebody with lack of thoughts, not abundance, abounding of thoughts. Um, so I have to acclimate to that at all times. I have to adapt to that condition of mine. Um, when I play against lockdowns, I have to acclimate to what the defense is doing to me. See what I'm saying? Like, I'm actually running out of thoughts. Like, what else can I possibly say about acclimate? I guess I read something before during the news on a news app on the phone. Certain polar bears, um, they don't really hibernate. I forgot the word it's called. They don't really hibernate, but they stay inside and don't move, and basically fast as a way of getting their energy. But they don't really call it hibernation. I forgot the word it's called. Yeah. But basically, it's not really called hibernation. Another word for it. And what they do is they fast. They don't eat anything. They stay inside. Don't eat anything to use their energy, consume the energy they have within as their way of eating without going out because they're usually eating plants. That's when it's getting snow and like this weather right now. I think it's called torpid. Torpid, I think it's called. Torpid polar bears. Correct me if I'm wrong. But it's something. I know exactly that. I don't know if it's torrid or torpid. One of those words. Acclimatize. It's the same. Acclimate, acclimatize. Just to use the word. When I'm feeling mad, I have to acclimatize to the feeling I'm getting at the moment. If I'm getting talked down upon, I have to acclimatize to the conversation. Whether that means I get hostile back or I be nicer back. Um, being nice, you have to acclimatize yourself in all circumstances, in all things you face. Remind yourself the belief is to be nice at all times. So you have to acclimatize myself. I have to acclimatize myself to be nice at all times, no matter what. Accolade, a formal expression of praise, public acknowledgement, or admiration. Similar to acclaim, accolade. A trophy is an accolade. We all know that. Uh, uh, when people give comments to videos, you can consider that an acclamade. Uh, it also calls encomium. That's another word for it. Accommodate, to make or have room for. It was a four-seater, uh, including the driver. There were two people already in the car. The Uber driver accommodated one more to drive them to the destination that they want to get to. You could say, when I do this on my mouth, yeah, yeah, yeah. That's me. That's me showing I have about a little civil sanity left in me at the moment. A little kind heart still within me, or a little left of goodness to try to go against something. You can say I'm accommodating my opponent, and I'm accommodating the match. I'm accommodating the convention. I'm accommodating the verses. When you're going against somebody, I still have a little room left, a little strength in me, and courage and bravery to go against that opponent still. Accommodate that room to go against my opponent still. Even though I'm barely hanging on, I'm barely. This is the noun accommodation, the act of practice of each side giving up something in order to reach an agreement. The act of practice of each side giving up something in order to reach an agreement. Accommodation. You can say the abrogation of slavery had an accommodation. Both sides have to give up something. The argument between a brother and a sister ended with a compromise, an accommodation. The brother said he won't scream anymore. The sister said she won't bother him anymore. I made an accommodation with the world that I won't ever directly attack or berate anybody directly anymore, and they won't do the same. That was an accommodation between me and the world. Accompaniment, something that is found along with something else. When I do pick and rolls on 2K, you say the center is a bigger accompaniment for my small point guard. Biggie Small, Biggie Smalls. Company, to go along with in order to provide assistance, protection, or companionship. I don't really want to be a company. I said this in the last stream of consciousness. I'm the type to be doing things on its own. When I walk and I look at the sky, I always thought the moon was accompanying me. I thought the moon was accompanying me at all times, but it accompanies everybody that looks up at the moon or the sun, and while they're moving in motion. If you're in misery, you love accompanying somebody else in misery. Misery loves company. But if you're feeling great, you don't need to be accompanied by misery. But it's not, it has to be nice. Everybody has to be nice. So you don't want to say that because it's not actually nice. That's not a nice thing to say. Meaning, you don't want to say if you're miserable, misery loves company. That's not a nice thing to say. Uh, the stalker accompanied uh, the person that caught his interest. Uh, Grand Theft Auto, when I tell him get a car, I had to accompany it without being caught and visibly noticed. Accomplished, to carry through as a process to completion. Oh, no. The next word is accomplice. One associated with another in wrongdoing. They say guilty by association was the accomplice. Um, he shot at the wall. I was an accomplice to shoot at the wall also. I used to be an accomplice for one of my friends back in school. Uh, had eventually put a stop to being an accomplice at all times. When MCs is raps, you can say I'm an accomplice to MC. Also, I'm an accomplice. He says a lot of wrong in his instrumentals. I go right along with the wrongdoing and myself says a lot of wrong in instrumentals. I'm an accomplice musically. Uh, Accomplice, to carry through as a process to completion. Uh, People want to meet their needs adequately. Uh, if you're going to be an accompaniment to somebody, they need their needs met adequately as a good accompaniment. If you're not meeting their needs adequately, why are you being the accompaniment? And this is what I get. This is what I come to say, come to show that I do not need to be that type of person. That does not fit my who I am. But I do need to accomplish certain things in my life to get through. People want to see my drop accomplished. Uh, uh, I make sure I do not have to spaz as something I have to accomplish. I have to make sure I stay proper as a way of accomplishing getting through the day. I have to get through the day by properly being acceptable. Accomplished, having or showing exceptional knowledge, experience, or skill in a field or of endeavor. Uh, you say people in trade jobs are accomplished at their job, have a proficient and expert level and knowledge of their doings throughout the job, throughout the day. People like accomplished people, people who have knowledge, very skilled at what they do. For me, I'm an accomplished absorber. I absorb very well. I receive very well. I take in very well. I think that's what I'm accomplished at doing. I'm for real. I think I absorb very well. Have accomplished absorption. Accomplishment. A successful result brought about by hard work. See, I'm not a hater, so when I witness somebody accomplish something through hard work, I say that's an accomplishment. He achieved it by hard work. I can't get mad at that. I definitely can't get mad at that. It's achieved by hard work. Now, the funny thing in this world is when somebody achieves something by hard work, they get overzealous, or they get over euphoric or over exuberant, that they start stepping on things lower than them. Instead of being humble, they like, but I understand. I mean, It's part of America. I mean, it's been part of the world since back in the 1700s, back in dynasty worlds. You use the lower classes, people lower than you, as like stepping stones and servants. So I get it, I understand. But like I said, man, it's time. You gotta always be nice, so you gotta cheer it on. Yeah, you did your thing. You did your thing. Great job. Great job. You basically you killed him with kindness. You killed him with kindness. That's saying you killed him with kindness. Because they keep attacking, but you keep being right. You keep being nice right back. Like people do that to me sometimes. Like I'm not trying to be overly mean, but like sometimes I may say something outside. Like they're like, okay, 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 okay. Killing me with kindness. Like they're not responding back me as the same intensity of me. They're just like, okay, yes, sure, yes. I'll hold the door for you. Okay, thank you. You just killing with kindness. That could be very challenging. And with me, I don't know. I'm like on a Malcolm. I'm like between Martin Luther but Malcolm X. More on the Malcolm X side. I feel a little more hostile behavior than just being killing them people with kindness and generosity and empathy and sympathy. It's very challenging to do, especially nowadays for me. But I'm realizing you could kill people with kindness instead of being thinking oppositely. You think you don't get over friendly, where it's just people walking all over you. You get a little friendly, where it makes them feel guilty of what they just said or what they just done. Because people usually expect them, man, shut the fuck. They keep going with the friction. So you try to kill them with kindness to make them feel a little guilt of the offense or the attack they just done. Like, yeah, man, you did your thing, man. You did the hard work. You did it by hustling. You didn't give up. Good shit, man. Good shit, man. That's only if somebody is trying to attack you for not doing the same amount of effort as you. Make them feel like, all right, let me stop, man. Nah. Some people, they don't even feel bad, but you just continue doing that kindness. I learned that from yesterday by playing with one of my squad members. He was like, I got your back. Got your back. He said it in the tone, he said it like I could barely get the words out, but I'm going to still say it. Got your back. That sounds like I'm a good absorber, man. You can't say anything around me because I may take it and use it and twist it around for my own personal benefit. So now that saying actually helped me taught me a lesson real quick. He was just I don't even think he meant it in the way I meant it. Like it really just cured half of my problems already. I gotta just accomplish certain things. Gotta accomplish certain financial situations. Accord, a formal agreement between two or more nations or peoples. A treaty, accord, a formal agreement between two or more nations or peoples. You can say people have an accord to put me in the court, and without going to court after I've been courted, that's something to record. Nah, but people have an accord, they're getting together and agree, like a treaty, not nations, but people have an accord to end me. They have an agreement, yes, put an end to Kyle. And this is why I come back to saying that killing with kindness. All right, when I end me, go end me. Obviously, if I get physically touched, I have no option left but to actually defend myself now. If I get touched physically. But verbally, if we're just speaking still, go at me, man. Go ahead, man. But not on me. Put me in the cord. Should I diss the cord, or should I put me in Discord, or should I go in this court and be a judge and have a hammer and sling the desk? Like, no, I think we should not put the cord there. I think we should just record. I think we should just record. We alive, right? We live, right? Accord, to be in agreement on every point. Accord, this is the verb of it. Then it's accordance, state of oh, no. Let me go word by word. Accord, to be in agreement on every point. People accord that I'm ass, trash, casual. That's what people accord on. But I clean myself more than that. I don't like to degrade myself to a B, to a F, to an E, to a D. I don't want to degrade myself. The only thing I'm degrading, like literally grading myself on, is an A plus, like the rest. And if I'm believing that about my grade, I have to do everything in my power to defend myself at all times. See, this is when I'm not going to be kind right here. This is when I actually stand my ground. When it comes to this situation of degrading myself, especially when it comes to me going against somebody in basketball. So I'm going to defend myself by any means necessary, and just say no. I was half awake. Like, I was half awake. I wasn't barely awake. I wasn't really conscious. That's why I lost right there. You don't want me awake, man. I'm sleeping, man. I'm doing y'all favors, man. I guess that's still kindness. Doing y'all favors, man. I'm letting y'all win, man. Gotta appreciate me, man. She gave me the acclamation for letting people win. That's what people accord on. They're according, and I'm not the best. We accord that the train station can sometimes smell. What else do we agree on? We accord that beauty is of the beholder of the eye. We accord that America has tall buildings. We accord that everybody can be beat. We accord that there's always going to be somebody that meets their match, at least one point. Keep everybody in check, including me. But I'm I'm low-key arrogant on that video game, but I don't express it. I think I can defend against everybody. I think I can lock down everybody. And there's been moments in certain streams, in certain parts of certain games, where somebody actually was cooking me. But then again, I don't have a full lockdown. I'm very arrogant on my defense, on the defensive side. Offense, I'm not overly arrogant on offense. Offense, I'm more like looking up, like, this is a tough opponent right here. I gotta score. Talking low, kind of whispering to myself, I can do this on offense. But on defense, I'm gonna stop anybody. I feel more confident on defense than offense. But I like to do the whole package because that's just my pride, my sense of pride and dignity. Accordance, a state of consistency. You can say people that accomplish their dreams, they're usually in accordance with their practices. That's not always the case. And it goes to show the world is not always peaches and cream. The world is not always cut and dry. The world is not always black and white. The world is not always simple like that. Sometimes you don't accomplish, but you always put in accordance. And if you look at if you put a twist to it, that goes to show you actually really like doing that thing, even if you never get the actual accomplishment you wanted. And this is why I play by myself, because I know people have different intentions of what they want to accomplish. I'm not gonna waste people's time. This is why I play by myself. I don't waste people's time. But if I get invited, I'm gonna join. But I'm not wasting people's time here. But I love doing this on my own as a hobby. That even if I never succeed at a high level, I still showed that I actually had love for what I was doing. That's a twist to it. It's like somebody always in the street, always in the course in the street, that never made it out into the NBA. But he's even when he's like old after doing work, after going UPS delivery, right on the court still be balling out the whole time since he was young. But he never made it to the NBA. The twist to it is, look, you didn't even get money off it, and you still playing on it. That's the twist to it. Show the love you have for that hobby. But it's kind of sad. It's kind of gut wrenching. I don't want to. Y'all use the word hurt. I don't want to use the word hurt. But it's kind of gut wrenching. It's like a sharp plot twist that you never made it. But that's the consistency in doing something. Like I said, usually majority of the time when you have accordance in doing something, usually you get success over it. Accordingly, for this or that reason. When I'm a guard, not in basketball, but I'm like a security guard, I have to act accordingly because I'm a security guard for that reason. I make sure whoever's my boss, I make sure everything is done correctly. I make sure the boss needs are met accordingly to what my tasks are as a guard, a security guard. I will stand firm. I make sure nothing gets in the way of what the boss wants. Now, sometimes I'm a type of guard, security guard that gets disregarded. They diss this guard a lot. Just come with the territory. Like this guard is not the smartest, or this guard is kind of dumb. That's me going after the like this. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But make sure at the end of the day, the security guard does not get anything in between what the boss wants, between what others are trying to attack and interfere with. And looking at it in that way made me feel a little better. But accordingly, what else accordingly? People say that's what you get accordingly. Depending on what you've done in life, people say you deserve something accordingly. Does it always happen to you as good karma, bad karma? No. There's millions in the world. Sometimes karma doesn't get to reach others as some others, for some others. But I always had a weird thing about karma because, like, then again, who knows? Because only you know deep inside how you feel every moment. We always try to fight the karma. We just still alive and we done wrong, but we're still alive. It's like a criminal that went to jail because they abused somebody fatally, but they're still alive. Like, what do you like? They just said like purgatory right now. Like, what do you do with them? Like, do you give them the death penalty? Like, they're just still alive. So you just fight. You fight the feeling. Now, and how you fight the feeling is up to you. me, it's catching up badly because my money situation is catching up to me badly. But compared to what other wrongdoings done in the world, you can say that's what I get accordingly. That's what you get accordingly because that's what you get. They don't say it as if like I made a criminal offense, but they say it like you done something wrong. That's what you get. And then the bad karma happened to me. It got to me badly. It reached to me badly. Yeah, according account a relating of events, usually in the order in which they happen. You can say like chain of events. This happened and this happened. I walked outside, didn't have jeans on. I froze to death, and they buried me. They buried me. You can say that's an account of things that happened in the day that caused my death. An account of a cause of my death. This is the last word, by the way. Page 6, the stream of consciousness, day 6. Account. An account of jobs I do gives me an increase in abounding account. The account of things I do increase my account, even through my accountability. But also an account ability to make sure my account gets a bill to the T. Alright, but that's it for today, folks. That's all I got for today. I'm really starting to run out of ideas. And it's kind of weird because, like, how much can I possibly say with these words? Like, you can say I'm a Zen. Like, usually when you have a Zen, you're not really thinking. You're just in a mode. You're in a state of mode of just having, like, nothing is bothering you. And it's like, I really don't know what other idea to say. Like, man of a few words that's trying to get a lot of words. Is still a man of a few words, but he's always trying. He's an attempt. A man of few words always attempting to be a man of a lot of words. Yeah, no, yes, maybe so. Oh, yes, should, coulda, woulda, done, yes, no, did. It's an understanding of what you're talking about. The answer's in very few words. A haiku. But nah, that's it for today. I will see you tomorrow. Tomorrow I go back to work. And then the next day I'm off, but I have an interview. So wish me luck on that. And tomorrow I'll go back to my regular job. Yeah. Tomorrow after work, right after my stream of consciousness, day 7. Hopefully I have more thoughts. I'm running out of thoughts. As if it's like gas in the tank or something. But yeah, that's it. Peace out of peace. Salute.